Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village nestled between the mountains and the sea, there lived an old man named Yasaku. Yasaku was known far and wide for his kind heart and love for animals. He always had a warm smile and a helping hand for anyone in need. His small house was surrounded by a lush garden, where he grew flowers and vegetables, and where birds and butterflies would often visit. One crisp autumn morning, Yasaku decided to take a walk in the nearby forest to gather some firewood for the upcoming winter. As he ventured deeper into the woods, he heard a soft, pitiful chirp. Following the sound, he discovered a little sparrow with an injured wing, struggling to fly and lying on the cold forest floor. Yasaku, gently, "Oh, you poor little thing. You're hurt, aren't you? Let me help you." Yasaku tenderly wrapped the sparrow in a soft cloth and rushed back to his home. He knew that the little bird needed warmth and rest to heal its wounded wing. Once home, Yasaku created a comfortable nest for the sparrow using soft blankets and feathers. He placed it near the fireplace, ensuring that the bird would stay warm and cozy. Over the next few days, Yasaku nursed the sparrow back to health with great care and dedication. He fed it the finest grains and kept it warm by the fire. He would sit by the sparrow's side, whispering words of encouragement and singing gentle songs to soothe its pain. Yasaku, softly singing, "Little bird, don't be afraid. In my home, you'll heal and stay. With warm blankets, food, and care, you'll soon fly again in the air." The sparrow, grateful for Yasaku's kindness, looked up at him with bright, shining eyes. It chirped softly, as if to say thank you, and the two became fast friends. Yasaku would spend hours talking to the sparrow, sharing stories of his youth, and the many adventures he had experienced throughout his life. The sparrow, in turn, would chirp and sing, filling Yasaku's home with a joyful melody. Days turned into weeks, and the sparrow's wing finally healed. It was time for the little bird to spread its wings and return to the skies. Yasaku, though sad to see his friend go, knew that the sparrow belonged in the vast blue sky, soaring among the clouds. Yasaku, smiling, "Farewell, little friend. The world awaits you. Have a wonderful journey, and don't forget to visit me from time to time." Yasaku waved goodbye, his heart filled with joy and contentment, knowing he had helped a friend in need. He returned to his daily routine, tending to his garden and helping his fellow villagers, always with a kind word and a helping hand. A few days later, as Yasaku was working in his garden, he heard a familiar chirp. To his surprise, the little sparrow returned, carrying a small woven basket in its beak. The sparrow dropped the basket at Yasaku's feet and chirped happily, as if presenting him with a gift. Yasaku, laughing softly, "What's this, little friend? A gift for me? You shouldn't have." Yasaku picked up the basket and examined it curiously. The basket was intricately woven, with beautiful patterns and designs that Yasaku had never seen before. He carefully opened the basket, and to his amazement, he found an assortment of beautiful treasures inside. Shiny gemstones, golden coins, and intricate ornaments unlike anything he had ever seen. Yasaku was overjoyed and thanked the sparrow for its generosity. Yasaku, gratefully, "Thank you, little friend. This is truly wonderful. But you didn't have to bring me anything. Your friendship is more than enough for me." However, Yasaku's greedy neighbor, Gonji, had been watching from afar. Gonji was a wealthy man, but his heart was filled with greed and envy. He saw the treasures that the sparrow had brought to Yasaku and wanted some for himself. He thought, "If that old man can get treasures from a sparrow, why can't I?" The next day, Gonji set a trap in his garden and caught the sparrow in a net. The sparrow, frightened, struggled to free itself, chirping in distress. Gonji approached the trapped bird, his eyes gleaming with greed. Gonji, greedily, "Bring me treasures, little bird, or else." The sparrow, terrified, managed to escape from the net and flew away, disappearing into the sky. Gonji, furious, shook his fist at the fleeing bird, shouting threats and curses. But the sparrow was gone, and Gonji was left empty-handed. Later that day, the sparrow returned to Gonji's garden, carrying a large, heavy basket. Gonji's eyes widened, with greed as he saw the basket, expecting to find piles of gold and jewels inside. He rushed to the basket and opened it eagerly, his heart pounding with anticipation. But to his horror, out popped snakes, demons, and all sorts of terrible creatures. Ganji screamed and tried to run, but the creatures chased him, nipping at his heels and causing him to trip and fall. He crawled on the ground, trying to escape, but the creatures surrounded him, their eyes glowing with malice. Ganji. Tarif,